Hello guys, I'm Toby and welcome back to the main event. We are currently leading up to a double pay-per-view weekend with WWE Payback and AEW All Out, so we are here to do some predictions. If you want to see the Payback ones, I will leave the link down in the description, or you can click the card up top and, go and watch that there. But in this video, we are going to be talking about AEW All Out, and I've got one question to ask. What the hell is this card? I remember everybody going and telling me that
Allin was just going to be a little builder for All Out.
And look what's come out here. We have 9 matches so far on this card, and there isn't any match that will really stand out as a main event. We don't have a world title match. Ring of Honor's getting a lot of showing here. I mean, this CM Punk drama is really crapping on this show. I mean, apparently that was going to be the main event with him against Ricky Starks, but no. But let's get into the card. First, we have Luchasaurus with Christian Cage putting the TNT Championship on the line against Darby Allin. I've kind of picked one that I think could go either way first. I mean, Luchasaurus winning, fantastic, because the work him and Christian are doing at the moment is fantastic. But on the other side, we do have Darby Allin, and he has really proven himself these past couple of years as one of the top guys in the company. I mean, he's a multi-time winning champion with this belt anyway, and I know he could really be elevated to the main championship or even have a really good international championship run, but I don't think he is going to be winning here. It's obviously going to come down in the end to probably Luchasaurus versus Christian Cage over the belt, because Luchasaurus is going to get all angry and be like, "Rah, rah." And Christian's going to be like, all right, I'll have that fight. Plus, with Edge lurking somewhere, whether he's going to WWE or not, I mean, him inserting himself into this whole storyline would be very good. Next, we have a match that kind of came out of nowhere. We have Eddie Kingston and Katsuyori Shibata versus Claudio, Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. This isn't the match I thought we were going to get. I thought it was going to be a straight shot Eddie Kingston versus Claudio for the Ring of Honor title. I do think Eddie and Shibata are going to win this match. I mean, Shibata's a legend now, and he's still great. And Eddie Kingston's over as hell. And Claudio on the AEW feels more of the sidekick than the actual guy, unlike in Ring of Honor. And Wheeler is also there. I feel like every single one of these videos I have to crap on somebody. So today it's Wheeler. Next, for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship, we have Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor. I am so hyped for Shane Taylor being on this show. I met the dude back at that Doncaster show I've mentioned before where I saw the Young Bucks, and he was genuinely one of the nicest men I've ever met. So I'm really hyped he's going to be getting the showing that he should get at All Out. But he is against Samoa Joe, and I don't really think the guy's going to lose the title now. I mean, him losing to Punk at All In and a week later losing the title to Shane Taylor, it would be a downwards trajectory unless there is a really good story coming out of this. I'm going to go Samoa Joe. I'm really sorry, Shane. Now for some big men slapping big meat with big things and big, we have Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs. This match should be great. It's probably one of the bigger matches on this card. I mean, it's one that's actually had some form of story going into it. I'm going to go with Miro here, even though I can totally see QT and everybody getting involved and costing Miro so Hobbs can win. Either man, it's totally fair that they win, but yeah, let's go with Miro here. Next, Kris Statlander puts her TBS championship on the line against Ruby Soho. This is another one that could really go either way. Ruby obviously is in the storyline with the Outcasts where Saraya and Tony aren't getting along, and Ruby's kind of also there. If Ruby takes the title, we could easily see Tony Storm having a whole freak out going, well, I can't get that title off Saraya. I'm going to get that one off you, Ruby. But Kris is starting to get used a bit more now, and I think she has a lot more to give. We were all hoping she'd be the person to beat Jade, and she did, in kind of a dodgy way. Now, when we look at it, she really is starting to come into her own as a champion. So I'm going to go with Kris Statlander here, because she could have Tony Storm get involved and cost Ruby to kind of break apart the Outcasts even more. Better Than You Baby will be putting the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships on the line against the Dark Order's John Silver and Alex Reynolds. What? You have the Kingdom there. You've literally just done a promo on Dynamite where the Kingdom was squaring off with Adam Cole. Why they aren't going for the titles and then you could hot shot from MJF and Adam Cole to them is completely beyond me. But no, we get John and we get Alex, and yeah, good, that's great, because they really have fallen under the radar over the past year or so since Paige left them. But I don't see them winning here. I really think they are saving this for the Kingdom, so I'm going with Max and I'm going with Adam Cole. Now in a match that is just really weird, we have Bullet Club Gold's Jay White, Juice Robinson, Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn going up against the team of FTR and the Young Bucks. Why is this not just a fatal 4-way tag team match? Have the Guns versus Bullet Club Gold versus FTR versus the Young Bucks. I don't know. That would be a banger. Why do we need this? I mean, it's great to have Jay White and Juice on the card, and the Guns have really started to come into their own. The way I can see this going is the Young Bucks turn on FTR in the end, and, you know, you split off. So on that, I'm actually going to go with the Bang Bang Gang to win here. I think they've been putting in the best work on Collision right now. There is nothing more entertaining than Juice Robinson. They just need that momentum to keep going and going. The blood feud may come to an end as Kenny Omega goes up against Konosuke Takeshita. This could potentially be the main event, but Kenny Omega in Chicago is not a good idea. Kenny's most likely winning this match. I mean, it's going to conclude his rivalry with Takeshita and Don Callis, who are probably going to be moving over to Jericho and Sammy Guevara next. I think this is a certain that Kenny's going to get the win here. Takeshita's really good, but Kenny needs to win this for the same reason he beat Ospreay in Japan, which is just, you're not there yet, kid. They'll definitely meet in the ring again down the line where Takeshita will finally pick up that win. But for All Out, it's got to be Kenny. And finally, possibly the most hyped match on the card, we have Orange Cassidy putting the International Championship on the line against Jon Moxley. They really made this match look like a top tier main event on Dynamite. Orange Cassidy did a promo at the end of the show, which was absolutely phenomenal. And Jon Moxley really built the story for that final scene on Dynamite. It's the blow-off we all knew we were going to be getting for this rivalry that's been going on for months when we actually look back on it. But which way do I lean, which is the big question. Orange Cassidy could get the biggest win potentially of his career over Jon Moxley, or Jon could finally beat Cassidy and end this legendary title run. I don't think someone at the stature of Jon Moxley really needs this belt. I mean, he's a main event guy and a main event guy alone, and obviously International Championship is kind of being used to show off other talent, and it has really elevated Cassidy up. But he's not on Moxley's level yet. So I think Cassidy could win here, but in the next few weeks or at Grand Slam, that's the reign done. And it has to be to the most unassuming person to really start to elevate that person up. Talk about like a Kyle Fletcher. But yeah, Orange Cassidy. I think I'm going to stick with that one. Should hopefully be the main event as well, because there is nothing else on this card. But that will do it for the All Out predictions. It's going to be a show. I mean, the amount of times we've said, oh, this card looks rubbish, and it's turned out to be an absolute masterpiece. It's happened quite a lot recently, hasn't it? So hopefully we get a really good show. There should be some more matches added over Collision, but we don't have the time for that. So remember, I'll be live streaming my reactions to All Out and also WWE Payback. You can head over to the live section on my channel and put your notifications in for it. Also remember to hit the subscribe button, drop a like and help a boy out, and leave your comments down below with what your predictions are. I want to see how much of you think I'm an idiot. But even if you're not joining me, I hope you all have a good weekend with all this wrestling. It's another great weekend for it. I've been Toby King, and I'll see you in the main event.